Alright, so DC announced a couple days ago that the death of another DC character is coming soon, excuse me. Another DC hero is going to be dying again, and that character is Hawkman. Yes, we are getting the death of Hawkman. Which, okay, this isn't the first time he died. Remember back in Blackest Night? He was a him and Shayera got killed. Got turned into Black Lanterns, and then they came back to life. You guys remember that? I mean, this isn't the first time Hawkman's died before. This is nothing new, and I guess. And also, did you notice that this has come out right at around the same time that Hawkman currently? Well, actually, no. They brought another incarnation of him in Legends Tomorrow. So I was about to say this was going to coincide with Legends Tomorrow, but then I remembered. Oh yeah, this is this is a thing. That's kind of Hawkman and Hawkgirl's whole spiel. They live and die together throughout the generations. So this is really nothing new. This is no real new territory we're looking at here. Now I can just imagine the funeral of this character. I can just imagine, the death. At Hawkman's funeral, Brian Blessed comes up to the stage, and he's like, "He was a good man. He was a good Hawkman. And now, stand by, my Hawkman, Dave." If you knew what movie I'm referencing with Brian Blessed in it, kudos. I'm never going to be able to make another it's a Flash Gordon joke. There you go. I ruined my own joke. I'm so proud of me. Said no one. Anyway. So yeah, I know I'm making fun of this, and I know there are some big Hawkman fans out there. I know there are a lot of fans of Hawkman. But I'm just I'm just a casual Hawkman fan. I haven't really been I'm not trying to make fun of it. It's just that, that's kind of the part of Hawkman's character is that he dies. That's part of his thing. He dies. So proclaiming the death of Hawkman is just another, it's just kind of like saying Hawkman has been killed. Other news. Water is wet. Yeah, I'm breaking in the inner Perry White right here because, it's nothing shocking. Now, it does look like from the images that I've seen for the death of Hawkman, is that Hawkman looks like he's on Ron he's alongside Adam Strange. And it looks like, it might be another a Ron Thanagar war. If you guys remember back in Infinity Crisis, there was a war that broke out between the Thanagarians and the Ronians. And Adam Strange and Hawkman were caught in the crossfire of that. So could it be that we're part of this death will be, one of the major factors of this death is that Hawkman wants to, stop another war between Thanagar and Ron. That could be easily the case with this death. I'd be cool with that. I mean, that if you're gonna die, you might as well die in the name of peace, right? You might as well sacrifice yourself in the name of peace. So there's, I would be cool if his death leads to like a unity between Thanagar and Ron. That would actually be kind of a sweet ass way to go, really. But yeah. And it's kind of interesting because I would love to see the other character, as always, I'm always interested to see how characters handle death. But, especially Hawkgirl, of course his one love, Shayera. So I'm really curious to see her, because of course, one of their big things that they die, and like I've said multiple times, and I'm sorry for repeating myself, but her trying to get over, trying to find Carter again. It would just be, they've always died together for the most part. It's never been, one dies and the other shows up. So now Hawkgirl has to, quintessentially move on her own until, Carter can come back to life. And I'm curious to see how they'll deal with Hawkgirl moving through the stages of his death, basically. But with this, it's the same thing with all DC characters. We just have to wait for the death and then the rebirth of Hawkman. So probably won't be too long until Hawkman comes back because that's the other major thing under his belt is Resurrection. But, yeah. Again, I know there's some major Hawkman fans out there. I don't hate Hawkman, it's just that he's a character that's never really grabbed me in any sort of comic. Not to say I don't like him, I like Hawkman just fine. But yeah, as I've said multiple times in this video, that's his shtick. Dying is his shtick. So, it's really more like, when are we going to get the resurrection of Hawkman? But I did read I will say this, I did read one comic, I did read one article, because I read two different ones, and this one apparently said that Hawkman's death, that this death may be a permanent one. I was like, ooh, they're going to cut off the cycle? Interesting. And that would be, and I think that's where the big thing is, if that article is true, of saying that, Hawkman's death is permanent. Like, he's not going to come back unless the writers will it. But yeah, if it is supposed to be like a permanent death, that would be really curious to see, Hawkgirl move on without her true love at her side. That would lead to a lot of character interaction stuff. And of course, I'd love to see, I don't know if there's now a Justice Society, the rest of the Justice Society or even the Justice League kind of move on without him. But yeah, I'm not trying to sound like I'm shitting on this idea. I'm really not, and I do apologize if I am. It's just that we've kind of been through the whole song and dance of superhero deaths before, and with Hawkman, it's nothing really. It's as I said, it's nothing new for that character. That's part of his character. But still, it could lead to some interesting character stuff. No doubt. So you guys tell me, what do you guys think of the death of Hawkman? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.